All right, it's day 8, 75 hard. I woke up late today, stood up super late trying to get everything done last night that I needed to, so I got it done. And with that and waking up a couple times to feed the baby overnight, I barely got any sleep, so I did end up sleeping in late just to get something out of it. But yeah, it's day 8. I'm on day 10 today. I'm gonna get into a quote. So I've been keeping that a habit daily, and relate that quote to what I've been learning in the book in One More by Ed Milet. And then I want to get into some practical tips for navigating 75 hard, and maybe some tips you guys could take. I just uploaded today, so you get an idea. I uploaded episode 5 today. And as I was watching, I gave a funny tip in the beginning about using the bathroom before doing cardio, but I have a couple more tips, and that definitely is a big one. Just to avoid wasting time and not having a miserable time with your outdoor cardio. So the quote is gonna be by Elizabeth Galbert, I believe it is. I think that's how you say Elizabeth Galbert. And the quote goes, emotions are the slaves to your thoughts, and you are a slave to your emotions. I believe that's the quote. I believe that's how it goes. If not, I'm going to put it right here, the actual quote on the video, with the actual quote, that way I get it right. But basically, the gist of it is your emotions. When you're in an emotional state, you're easier to control. You're more likely to react to external forces, so like stuff happening to you through the day. You also attract negative things if you're in a negative mindset. Emotions are huge, but emotions can be used in a positive way, even negative emotions, to help you, give you perspective, to help you navigate life, and if you use them correctly, to help you move forward and maybe understand, maybe be able to, if you're really in tap with the emotions and understand the reason why you're having certain emotions, it'll give you insight. That was what I was trying to get to. It'll give you insight to maybe something you need to correct in your life. So mastering your emotions, or I think it's called One More Emotion in The Power of One More. I'm not gonna reveal the whole chapter or anything like that, but Ed Milet goes into emotions and how certain emotions are correlated to your mind, because your mind, how can I put it? Your mind it's giving you almost like a warning with your emotions. Your emotions mean something. So if you're feeling guilty, obviously you need to, maybe you're doing something wrong, something that goes against your beliefs, your moral compass, staying to your word. There's guilt tied to that. Negative emotions, right? Negative emotions means, damn, it's going to be hard to talk about it because this is actually 2 chapters ago when I read it, and I was just going through the book because I wanted to correlate. What I want to do is I want to start correlating the quote of the day to what I'm reading. That way I could go more into it and more in depth. But I guess you're going to have to read the book to know exactly what each emotion means. Maybe Google it. But where I'm going, and I'm going to finish this, what I'm saying is, if you can learn to use your negative emotions to push you forward, to motivate you to do more, with naysayers and, mastering the dark side. Andy talks about it all the time, but I know a lot of people might be watching this video and never even heard of Andy Frisell. They just know the program or the 75 hard challenge. because it's not a challenge, it's really a program. But negative emotions are a very powerful emotion that you can tap into in order to get you to do more or move forward when you don't feel like it. If you can learn how to master your emotions, you're no longer a slave to them. That's where I'm going to correlate it back to the quote. You know, you're able to master your emotions, you're able to have control of yourself instead of your emotions controlling you. So I'm going to end it there for the quote, and I'm going to get into these practical tips for, it's raining, so I have to keep wiping the lens, but into these practical tips for 75 hard. So I'll go by the tasks. So drinking the gallon of water, I know sometimes is hard for people because my girl has done 75 hard, and in the beginning she got better at it. But in the beginning, it was really hard to take down a gallon if you're not used to drinking water, or maybe being active, or being on a diet or anything like that. Water is a big thing, and water can cause you to. If you neglect your water and you're not on it all day, it becomes a huge task, and a lot of people will quit based off of that. So one way that I try to keep my water in check throughout the program is to keep it with me everywhere. For me personally, some people like counting bottles, and they take bottles around with them and they know how many bottles they need to drink in a day. Me personally, I like carrying a gallon around, and my gallon's got times on it, right? So I have an idea when I'm looking at the gallon, oh, I'm behind right now. That's just the way I like doing it, because it gives me a reference point of, I can look at my watch on my wrist and then look at the gallon and be like, oh, I'm behind, I need to drink more. And what I try to do, that way I'm always ahead. It doesn't always work like that. There's always things gonna get hectic and you might not be able to, but taking sips throughout the day. If your mouth gets dry, if your mouth isn't moist all the time, that shit sounds funny, but if your mouth is getting dry, or you're getting a lot of spit in your mouth like I am right now, because I'm talking a lot, I'm drinking a gulp or a sip. I'm constantly sipping on the gallon, and I keep in mind, if my mouth is dry or it's getting dry, I need to drink water. And by keeping that in mind, I'm constantly drinking water, and then the gallon becomes a lot easier. I take the gallon when I do my workout at the gym, because I have one workout in the gym most days, 5 days a week, because right now I'm doing, weights 5 days a week during the week, and then on the weekend I'm doing HIIT. I'll bring it out during HIIT too. So yeah, when I do my actual resistance training portion of the workouts, I bring the water and I sip on the water the whole time. When you're working out, when you're working, it's a lot easier to take down water when you're sweating. So that's another way that I do it. I make sure I'm drinking water as I'm chewing, when I'm eating. I know some people are used to just drinking water after they finished eating the food. Me personally, I always liked, drinking the juice or the soda with the food. So water with the food that's how I do it. So that also helps me to take down the gallon. All those little things help you take that gallon down, and it not being such a big task if you're breaking it up. Break up the water, and it won't be as daunting. So maybe that's where I'm getting at with the gallon. I'm not going to make this video super long, so I'm only going to do one more tip. Tomorrow, I'll probably do 2 tips a day for the program. Let's see here. What's another one? There's the gallon, the picture. All right. One that works really well, I haven't been doing it now, but I have a set time for using or for taking my picture. So I'm either taking a picture as soon as I get done at the gym, when I get back to the house. What I used to do, and I did last time in the program, I'd take a pump check picture after my workout at the gym. Where I'm at now in the gym, there's really nowhere to put the phone to take the picture. So I don't. Now that I'm saying this, I have the tripod when I'm recording. I actually could do this just to make it that much easier. The picture is a big one. It's not a stupid task, because it teaches you how to keep the small things in perspective and not go over the small things. A lot of times, and Andy talked about it with the program, I'm going to try to go do this quick, but when you start a business, or when you start a sport, you start doing something, right? You start getting ahead. And in the beginning, you get good because you focus on the details, on the small things. Once it gets hectic. Alright, so the last video cut off, I had to clear some storage in the phone. But what I was getting into, and I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible, was the picture. A lot of times when people fail the program, it's because of the picture. Because it's the silent killer, and it's such a small detail, it doesn't seem hard, that it's easy for it to slip your mind. Now, when Andy was talking about the picture and why it was in here, if I recall correctly, in the program, is because a lot of times when you're getting ahead, when you're moving forward, in the beginning, it's super easy to be focused on the details and be precise on the details. Now, when you start getting ahead and everything gets hectic, stuff starts getting bigger, and this could relate to business or in life or in fitness, you stop focusing so much on the details, and that's what costs you everything, because the details are what got you there in the first place. The details are what's in the foundation, your foundation to your business or your life or how you see things. That's your foundation, and a lot of times that's the details. And when you stop focusing on the details, you forget what you started for. You forget, shit falls apart if you don't focus on the details. So that's why the picture's so crucial. That's what the picture signifies in the program. And almost everyone that's been, if not everyone, on the 75 Hard Versus on the Roy podcast, where he interviews people that have completed 75 Hard, they fail prior to completing the program because of the picture. I completed the program twice, and I can tell you right now, I could count more times than I can count on my hands where I failed due to me forgetting about the picture. Now, the tip for getting that shit right and not fucking up on the picture is take it when you first wake up. You got three options. Take it when you first wake up, take it right at the gym as soon as you finish, or if you can't do that, as soon as you get home, make sure you take that picture. Another thing you could do to really help you out is if you have the program, the app, downloaded on your phone, you can put timers on each task on the list. So you could put a timer right before or around that time where you should be getting home from the gym, or before you start taking it down for the night. That way you don't forget, and you have that one last reminder, so just in case you did forget, it could save you. And that should save me before. So that's it. I'm gonna cut it here. Next time I'll probably go into another two tips for the program. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I'm working on my laptop, because that's what I have today.
Let me know. I'll give you some. Got one on. Oh, but yeah, the old shit that you had, that was when you took a picture of, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's just a test booster, bro. That's nothing. Think of it as like a damn vitamin. I'll just take one. Yeah, you're good. That's nothing like what you bought last night. Yeah. That's something you can get like Walmart. So you good. All right. Now, for somebody who never takes anything, you gotta do something, probably. Got a little energy boost when you first originally took it. Yeah, probably. Because you're somebody who doesn't take.
Alright, just got done the rear delts. Made sure to focus. Brought the dumbbells a little forward because I felt it more in the cap on the rear part of my delt. Like, as I'm stretching forward, I can feel right back here. Not the trap. I try to isolate it from the trap because it's really easy to hit your traps when you're doing rear delts, especially rear delt bent over flies. Now, obviously you're going to hit it a little bit, but the more you can focus on the rear delt, the more you're isolating it, the better it's going to be to really help build that muscle. Now, I'm going to hit some cable lateral raises single arm, and then I'll record that right now. I'm going to go for like a 15-20 rep range, 15 plus, because this is going to be the second bracket of the workout. Like I said before, I split it into 3 heavier lower rep ranges first, then mid-range, a little bit higher rep, and then at the end of the workout I try to get super high rep. That way I keep that stimulus there, I can focus on the muscle-mind connection, and it doesn't feel like I'm losing the pump. If you feel like you're losing the pump when you're working out, there you go. That's it. Like, it's not good. No bueno.
Actually, I'm gonna get a little closer. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. You're putting your shit on, bro.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
I was like, why is he taking it off?
I think you forgot.
You're funny as hell because you were like,
How you doing? Get it up. All right. Let's get it up.
What's on my laptop? Bro?
Yeah. Bird. You got more hair more than that. Yeah, right. Right. Man, this nigga wearing a wig cap, dog.
The energy was crazy. Too much.
Oh, man. This nigga pulled out.
A red one.
Or you get pulled over, and then they be like, then they make me in the background.
Right.
Oh. Are you undercover?
Somebody else. That's crazy. I don't like talking to you because I'm not. I just be thinking about a lot of shit. I don't really be thinking about conversations and whatnot.
Set 2. Let's go. We got some energy in here.
Alright, so finished up over there, another room with those calf raises, and all I got left now is my triceps and my chest, and I'm going to finish off with cables. I hit the calf machine just to get it out the way since I was already on that side of the gym. Otherwise I would have put it at the end, but I'm just trying to be more time efficient. So This time when I hit these triceps, I'm gonna do overhead cable extensions before I do cable tricep push down. Just to switch it off, put more emphasis on this and vice versa when I swap them. So I'm gonna hit this shit now.
Get on the cable.